Hail, listeners! You are attending the Transreal News, the mightiest source of news, travel advisories, and forecasts for travelers through the astral planes, outer noosphere, and time itself. I am Torg Skullcrusher, your host. And now, the news in brief. Several towering plant-based kaiju have emerged from the time storm at the heart of the Ossiflora hive mind. Both the Australian Army and Retrograde Dynamics' superhuman bounty hunters initially took heavy losses. The creatures were brought down by Sabaku no Ken Otome and a group of my own barbarian kin, who just happened to be slightly off course in history during a time-space beer run. Also evolving from the storm have been a collection of beings that appear to act and fulfill the niches of animals, but are also in fact plants. A number of Australian hunters have taken an interest in bagging and eating these creatures. I wish them the best of luck. As they proceeded through Nevada into Southern California, a horde of Indigo Children laid siege to the famous roadside attraction known as Awesome Alien Jerky. The children, apparently deeply upset by the idea of eating visitors from another world, mustered their powers to cause utter havoc, rending the very fabric of reality around the little shop, conjuring floating islands to rain down upon the hapless roadside attraction, animating cacti, and bringing down a plague of razor-winged butterflies, before a passing extraterrestrial intervened and explained to the children that the place was simply selling delicious but perfectly normal Earth creature jerky, and then invited them to stay a while and hear stories of other worlds, as long as they helped with the cleanup first. So adorable. And now, in very much related news, your time-space forecast with Walter Haversquirrel.
Thank you, Torg. The reality warfare outside of Baker, California has receded, but the attraction of the alien storyteller is causing Indigo Children to cluster up, causing an increasing reality warping of a science fiction-themed nature. The unfinished UFO-themed hotel has reportedly levitated several times. A high queel count over Area 51 could lead to all kinds of disastrous results. So the Federal Ontological Prediction Service has issued a high irreality watch and recommends that you keep those kits stocked. Back to you, Torg.
Beware, listeners, for now we shill for one of our corporate sponsors.
It's the Lulu and Tuscaroo Show. Hey kids, come join me and my buddy Tuscaroo as we teach you how to be happy in a world full of irreality. And how to stay safe, too. Lou and I will take you on all kinds of fun adventures. We'll hear about the plains with Cowgirl Ashley. And explore strange places like the lost Homerin cities, at least in our imaginations. Along with songs and crafts, like do-it-yourself Time Barbarian Woad and static-colored slime that looks just like the real thing. Come and see us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the Transreality News Network channel.
Your puppet show. It looks glorious, Walter.
Why, thank you, Torg.
Yarany Yoren, armed with Walter's borrowed raincoat and umbrella, hastened to Baker the moment the story broke late Friday evening. He is on the scene with the alien storyteller Visitor Zorg and a pocket full of speeding tickets.
Visitor Zorg, welcome to Earth. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's delightful. All these beautiful and curious minds.
I understand that you saw the kids attacking the jerky shop and interceded. Is that correct?
Poor children. They were trying to protect what they thought were innocent visitors to Earth. Their spirit was high and kind, but their understanding lacking. I thought it best to teach them about their errors before they did harm that might wound their spirit with regret.
What brings you to Earth, Zorg? And does it have anything to do with Area 51?
To be honest, I prefer to keep myself a bit of a mystery. Perhaps I'm visiting Earth looking for lost friends. Or perhaps I'm studying your species at this critical juncture in time. Or maybe I'm a figment of the collective imagination of these children, and my stories woven from their expectations. Not knowing might inspire greater curiosity and compassion.
So, you're a tulpa then?
What? No. I mean, Maybe I am a tulpa brought to life by the imaginations of these children. And maybe I'm a visitor from a distant world. Or maybe I came from Area 51, where I was decanted and raised, and just stole my parents' UFO to make a quick burger run.
Nah, definitely a tulpa. Now that we've talked, I can tell. You're such a perfect take on the little green man. And you're a terrible liar. Just like these kids are. And let's be honest, not many people like to suggest that they're a figment of anyone else's imagination. It's not something conscious beings do easily without a bunch of mental gymnastics first.
Perhaps I am simply superior, Earthman. And perhaps I want you to think about this until you are entirely flooded with doubt. A tulpa? Me? Ridiculous.
You're starting to glitch.
Please, for the children, no.
Don't worry. I think imaginary friends are perfectly healthy. Especially when they say things like, don't replace the jerky shop with a smoking crater.
Thank you.
There you go, Torg. Disappointing.
Huh. My grandfather helped fend off the Yakatisma invasion of 3087. Believe me, I am just as glad we do not have real alien visitors on our hands. And now here's Toby and Klie with their Journal from Beyond.
This is Klie Maxwell here with Toby Damt, outside of El Rubacava, one of the last places that was considered safe from the Archons in Xibalba. This is our second time attempting to record this journal, and I want to start it by playing back the conversation that interrupted our first attempt. This is Toby Damt coming to you from...
Reporters! Yes, reporters! You have to listen to me!
Whoa, easy there, friend. I'll listen, but I don't like being grabbed.
Sorry, please put the gun away.
Keep rolling, Klie. There.
Thank you. The people, they have to know.
We're listening. What do they have to know?
It's you. I remember you. I saw you on the fields of Anaxia. Everyone was so afraid. They called you by a terrible...
We're here to talk about you, darling. Why don't you tell us what's so important?
Yes, it will be safe with you.
Go on.
The city, it will be gone in a few hours. The Archons are coming because they know that I'm here. My blood is wanted. My head a passport to let them back into the authorities' good graces. Nobody believes me, and nobody will leave. You have this car. You are you. You will get it out.
You must be awfully important then. What is it you have that will bring the Archons here when there are so many ready to fight?
Not what I have, what I've seen. The empty spaces. The places where the authorities have been and left nothing behind. The clip-off. They're here already. I have to hide. If you want to know what's coming, find the clip-off. Look for the places even the Archons won't go. At least you'll see what's coming.
Then he ran off, but he was right about something. The Archons attacked the town's walls only moments later, and they acted more like they were looking for something or someone than just trying to tear the place down. We got out with our backpacks, a souped-up skylark, and a bottle of gin. After what we saw just now, I'm gonna need that gin. Any idea what the clip-off are? No clue. It's Hebrew. I think it means shells, but I'm afraid I find Hermetic occultism so drab that I can't follow it. And we don't exactly have Google around. He could have just been raving. No, I don't think he was. Any good reason? Not one I care to share right now, but he said something that made me think he could be trusted. Anaxia. Care to fill me in? No, and we need to remember to finish this journal. Right. We are now on a hilltop about 15 miles from El Rubacava, and from what we can see, there is still fighting. But it is clear that there have been reality bombs set off. Some parts of the city, there are just big holes of nothing. Tomorrow we're making a run at one of the cordoned off portals. Wish us luck. And safe journeys, listeners.
You have been listening to Transreal News, an independent news source for astral projectors, ethereal jaunters, and eaters of the lotus. Hail, listeners, and may your course be lined with lesser foes.
The Transreal News was created, directed, written, and performed by Brian C. Rideout, and produced by Stormhead Productions. and is released under a Creative Commons by attribution, non-commercial 4.0 license. This episode of Transreal News included music and sound effects from Pixabay. For show notes or contact information, visit trans-real.stormheadproductions.ca or visit me on Twitter at transrealpod. I love hearing from my audience. If you have comments, questions, or an idea for a news article, please by all means drop me a voicemail. Check out my homepage and look for the heading Tell Me What You Think in the sidebar. Then just hit record to tell me what's on your mind. Thank you so much for listening.